I want to ask you, man, how you doing, bro? You just came into this world out of nowhere and just started rocking it for the kingdom. What's that like?
Oh, man. Well, I think that kind of transitioned to the biggest thing God's taught me over that year is just, I don't know, everything kind of happened out of nowhere, and I felt like that there were just swords pointed at me from every angle. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm in my room, like I'm not even 21 at the time. I'm 20. Like, I'm just trying to figure this whole thing out. I'm still trying to figure my faith out. So I felt like every day I was struggling. And not just like, oh, one day I struggled with anger, next day I struggled with lust. It felt like every day, every temptation was in my face, and my faith became, let me learn as much as I can just so I can make this video, just so I can shepherd these people. And it was draining, and it was tough, and I was having a hard time. I love like the language in the prodigal son of like, I kind of finally came to myself. Like, I hate this. I seriously hate this. So I was just lost and confused, and my faith became solely intellectual. It was all logic, and I felt like I was solely based on how much knowledge I knew, and the more knowledge I knew, I was closer to God, and I was building my own Tower of Babel based on how much knowledge I felt. And finally, I got to a point where at the beginning of this year, I'm at a conference, and I look to my left, and there's a deaf section, 6 people deaf, and they're looking at an interpreter doing sign language, and they're on their knees crying to God. And it kind of stopped me, and I started weeping, and I just go, I just need my dad. Bryce can't keep micromanaging his faith. And that's literally what my faith became, was how much knowledge can Bryce make to micromanage his faith? It just wasn't real to me. It was just language. So my prayer became, God, I want you to become more real to me than you've ever become. All the weight fell off of me. And so the grace to join you guys at ASU, for the first time, it felt like I was communicating about someone that was real to me. And the pressure was off, and the swords were off, and I was like, I don't give a rip about the YouTube commentators and the clippers and the people that have anything to say about Bryce. They just got a view of me. They don't know me, and I'm just 21, and I just needed my dad.
Amen. Hey, if you like that clip, make sure you come see me live. Man on Water tickets now available.